Hey y'all, this is Naomi, food and health coach. I am here because I have two back-to-back meetings coming up really soon. I want some energy, something delicious to drink, so I'm making a matcha. And recently I've been posting when I am drinking my matcha, and a lot of you have had questions of how do I make it? What kind of matcha do I use? Is it really good for you? Like all these questions. So I hopped on here real fast to make it with you guys. One thing to know, yes, matcha is amazing for you. Obviously, it depends on the person and how they handled it. However, one thing I do want to point out is that not all matcha is created equal. It's like that with all foods, right? Like quality really matters. But what I do want to point out is if you're getting matcha lattes from popular cafes like Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts, things like that, they have pre-sweetened matcha mixes. So in like a 1 cup of matcha latte, there can be up to 31 or plus grams of sugar in there. So that completely defeats the purpose of any nutritional value that you are drinking matcha for. So it always depends on your goal, right? If your goal is to have like a dessert drink, then maybe it's a good idea. But if the goal of you drinking, or the purpose and the intention of you drinking matcha is for health benefits, then I wouldn't recommend it as the way to go. So I wanted to point that out. So what are some health benefits of matcha? They contain something called polyphenols inside, and it can help reduce stress and anxiety. It can help with weight loss, with like fat burning. It can help reduce inflammation, improve heart health, improve brain health and cognitive health. It can help with focusing. It does have caffeine inside, but the way the caffeine is processed in the body is different from that of coffee. So it will give you a more stable and longer boost of energy than coffee would. Another thing I wanted to mention about matcha from cafes is that if you're mixing it, or the drink of choice has like oat milk or almond milk, most of the time they come pre-sweetened. I really encourage you to ask questions when you're going to go buy these things at cafes or where you're going to purchase it, and ask if it's a pre-sweetened mix, what type of milk they're using, and then you can better make a decision as to what you are going to order from that place. So this is why I like to make my matcha at home most of the time, and I do enjoy it outdoors a lot of the time too. It also helps a lot with PMS and PMDD. So this is one of the reasons why I also like to enjoy it, because it does help me with hormone balancing as well, okay? So let's make this real fast. I don't make it the traditional way. I am all about effectiveness and quickness, and like using as little things as possible. So I originally did have a bowl and a bamboo whisk, but I don't use that anymore because I found a much more effective way to do this. So here is what I have. I have this kind of matcha that I tried many. I do enjoy this one. It's organic. Please, if you're gonna buy matcha, aim for it to be organic if you can, because these are ground up green tea leaves, and if they're not organic, they get sprayed with a lot of pesticides, right? And those things can obviously affect your health as well. So if you can cut down on some of that exposure through getting organic matcha, then that would be a great idea. So this is the one I currently use. And what do I blend this with? Because you need to blend it fairly vigorously for it to break down. I use my milk frother, my Nespresso milk frother. I put water in there. I already have water in there. I don't want to tip it over too far because I don't want to spill it. So I put water in there, and then I should have gotten a little stand for this, but I'm going to do the best I can. So I have this little scoop in here that's about a teaspoon. This is what it looks like. It's about a teaspoon. And I scoop some out. I give myself a generous serving, especially if it's early on. And I just dump it in here. And it's pretty clumpy. You see that big clump in there? And then my frother has an option. I can't bring it up that high. Here it is. My frother has an option to do it cold, right? So I just press the cold one. And someone asked me recently if I drink it hot or cold. It depends. In this heat, I do enjoy cold. And then when it's cold outside, I do it hot. So depending on how I'm going to enjoy it, I press either the cold frothing option or the hot. And this time we're doing cold. So it's starting to spin. I don't let it finish, so you can hear it, right? I don't let it finish because then it gets super bubbly. The point of this is to create those air bubbles. So I just wait till it's kind of mixed a little bit and it's incorporated, and then I stop it like now. Okay, so let me put this down. As you can see, it's nice and green and bubbly. Now, matcha is pretty bitter, okay? It has this bitter undertone, and this is why places like Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts have really, really, really sweetened matcha. You couldn't even tell that that's what you're having. You're actually enjoying the sweetness and the comfort of that more than what it is that you're actually knowing what matcha tastes like. So I'm going to sweeten mine. Sometimes I have it unsweetened, but I want it sweetened today. I'm using raw honey. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this, not too much, because then I don't want like a sugar crash, right? The point of this is to give me energy. So about this much, I don't know, that's probably like a quarter of a teaspoon. And I'm going to put it in my insulated cup. I love this because this way it'll stay colder for longer. So I'm just going to pour. Look at how pretty. Pour that out here. All right. And what's it called? The honey was pretty soft because it's so warm, right? So the honey was pretty soft. I'm sweetening that up. And now, if I wanted it cold, I would put whatever milk of choice I wanted in the frother as well. I would just dump it back in here and heat it up. But since I'm not doing that and I'm going to enjoy it cold, this is the milk I'm using. I posted about it the other day. It's a really clean vanilla almond milk. It just has 4 ingredients. It doesn't have any of the oils or gums or fillers or carrageenan or gluten or any of that that might be causing somebody digestive distress. It's ingredients that we want to limit and avoid if we can. So this is having a hard time focusing, but it just has filtered water, organic almonds, pure organic vanilla extract made from vanilla beans, Himalayan pink salt. That's all. So I take this, I pour it in here to your desired creaminess. I mix it. By now the honey is pretty much gone, and then I add ice. I just had the ice here because the ice machine is loud. So let me try to do this without making a mess. I don't need extra work. So hopefully this is gonna be helpful for you guys, because I know when I started inventing and practicing with matcha, it just didn't taste good. Number one, the quality I was buying was very poor, and then I didn't know how to do it. I've like stood there and stared at cafes to see how they make it. I've looked up YouTube videos, like all these things, but I have found my way of what works for me. So there you go. Obviously I cannot tilt this oh wait, maybe I can tilt the phone. So here it is. and it's lightly sweetened. And if you don't really enjoy it and it's something that you want to start having, it's something that you think might be beneficial to you, then just try it a few times. Keep giving it a shot. Okay, let's try it. It's perfect. For me, at least. Okay? I hope this was super helpful. All right. Anytime, save this. Anytime you want to make the matcha, you can follow along with your own ingredients at home. And if you're looking for support, if you want to get your nutrition back on track, if you want to improve your health, if you want to, lose some weight without dieting and enjoying your freaking life, hello, let's keep having a good time, then I am here to support you and through that process and through that journey, because I know it's not easy sometimes. We can get so tired and think that we might be doing things incorrectly, that things are not working for us, that, nothing works. But the truth is that it's just a journey, and we just need to educate ourselves a little bit, find some support, because hello, I've been there myself. And I know how it goes. So I know firsthand how it is. And yeah, feel free to reach out, DM me, book a consultation, and I cannot wait to talk to you. I'll see you soon. Bye.